a collaborative intelligence platform which provides a network of agents who help planners and merchants increase their productivity significantly and in some cases achieve results which were humanly impossible before. Uh, Intelo can show up in a chat environment that Intelo supports, which looks something like this, or it can show up in your own Teams or Slack environment or any other internal platforms that you support. We have agents starting from helping you with financial planning and reporting, to line planning, to being able to do assortment planning and allocation strategy, to eventually kind of helping you through the in-season management and optimization. Let's take some agent examples to get you a feel of how the agents work. So let's start, let's say you are a CFO or a financial planner and you want to create a long range plan for, the coming years. And you can, of course, go back and click on something like this, or you can just type up wherever you are in the system. And at that point, the agent looks at all the years of data which you have already provided and then skims through that, creates a model on the fly with your LY data, and then ensures that it creates a baseline, a seed financial plan for you using the data set. If you notice, the system looks very similar to an Excel, which the merchants are very used to. You can work on it just like updating it, as you would do in the Excel, or you could basically do bulk updates. Like I want to update this by 10% and apply growth. Let's say you want to increase the sales units and it updates everything else corresponding to it. Now, and you can continue to update it. You can basically go into the details of the seasonal plan. But what makes it more fun is that you can actually start talking to it. So let's go ask it some questions. Let's say we ask it, what are some of the macro trends that I should consider while I'm doing my plan? And the agent quickly looks at all the macroeconomic data in this case, which we have available at the agent's fingertip, and gives you some of the areas which might be impacting your long range plan. You could quickly apply those. Let's say we decide to apply trade and tariff and see what the impact of that plan could be. And then if you want to run some scenarios quickly, you can select what are the proposed areas which it might impact and run a quick scenario to compare the existing plan to what the impact might be if a particular macro trend is applied on your LRP. Move down the season a little bit and go to the assortment planning phase. Let's say you're completed MFP and you're ready to create a assortment plan using approved MFP. At this point, you can just type it in and the agent goes through and creates a seed assortment plan right away for you, which would have typically taken days or maybe in some cases weeks for the merchandising and planning team to create. It's completely configurable because it's an agentic platform, and it also kind of gives you different views. You could look at it at category level. You could start making updates just like you would do. Talk to the agent like we took the example. You could actually, quickly go in and start viewing your merchandise at different levels. You can say, you know what, I want to see this category and how apparels look for this particular season, as an example. Or you could go back to your view and you can start working on it just like you would, talk to ChatGPT. You can actually go in and you can edit anything in there or start asking for insights sitting on the screen itself without necessarily going in to the chat all the way and going and typing in or going and figuring out things on the dashboard. Now, let's say you're done with your assortment plan, you've planned your season, you're now almost done with your in season, and you're at the end of the season, and now you're thinking about how to, think about consolidating some of the SKUs across stores, as some of you people, you might be calling it as rebalancing. So we can quickly either talk or type into the agent and say, analyze SKUs for full consolidation. And we can go in and see the entire analysis. So at this point, it looks at all the data of the current trends. It looks at historical data. It predicts what the demand is going to be across the different doors for every single SKU location combination, and then figures out the consolidation or rebalancing plan. It pretty much creates the transfers for you. If you would like, you can literally let the agent figure out and get the transfers done. But If you want to review it just like you would do in your Excel, you can actually look at your receiving doors and sending doors and see where those queues are coming from.